Hey guys, it's Savine from Merch.com. Today JX posted the behind the scenes for April 2015, a bit earlier in the day than usual, but that's probably because it's the 3rd of April already. Last month I didn't post a BTS merchandising review at all because there simply wasn't anything worth talking about. If you read the BTS for this month already, then you know where this one's headed to, which is nowhere. It's a good thing they didn't post the BTS on April 1st, or I think a lot of people wouldn't have taken it seriously. If the biggest update of the month is a new room in your play-around house, then yeah, not much I can add to that. We know JX is working on World Event 3 and some other things, and they're supposedly releasing large PvP updates this summer, but in the past large updates never really disturbed their release schedule like it pretty much has every month this year. With lack of updates, discontinued items and treasure trial items will have another interesting month for sure. It seems like at the current rate though, bonds might end up as one of the most interesting merchandising items in the long run. I'm not even sure if I'm joking about that anymore. So yeah, regardless of that, I decided to look at the old school BTS to perhaps talk about that, but there weren't really any merchandising related updates on there either, so let's move on to merch. As promised, we released the next batch of live items 2 days ago, and here they are. You may also notice something different about the table they are in. We proposed these changes to our VIPs, and literally everyone who voted on the poll voted for the new version where you can directly see the low and high prices as well as the potential profit in the live table, which automatically updates every minute or so. Of course, you still can and should be checking the graphs by clicking on the item to spot any sudden movements in price. This way you can prevent risks while flipping, and you can also look for short-term investment opportunities. But this table gives you a much quicker overview than showing you the GP margin and the MET price of an item, which people just don't use. The Dragon Heights seem to be having a pretty bad time at the moment, but some of the other items have a pretty neat margin. If we keep expanding the amount of items, then there's pretty much always a certain amount of very good items at any given time. These items that we just added put us at a total of over 30 new live items, with another batch coming up next month. I recently finally reworked our merch trailer. If you haven't seen it already, take a look. The feedback so far has been very positive, which made me quite happy, of course, because I've put a fair bit of time into it. So yeah, let's move on to the merch logs. This month we had Laylo55 and Timar the Goat move into the top 5. Hopefully either of them can knock me off the throne, because I've been waiting for an eternity for anyone to get even close. If we look at February, the community logged over 12 bill profit on the merch logs, and in March this was about 8 bill. An obvious difference because of bonus XP weekend in February, but either way that's a lot of profit, guys. Very nice job. If we then move over to the old school logs, they had a pretty solid first month with a collective 224 mil profit logged. So far pretty much everyone is holding back on posting because nobody wants to post their most profitable items in fear that they'll get ruined by others. In time this should get better though, but for now you can expect people to be holding back. And yeah, that's it for this month already. From here on out, I think I'll start working on some new flipping guides for both RS3 and old school, so I hope I can finish the first one next week. Take care and I'll see you then.